Hey, my name's Nick. I'm with Sunshine State RVs in Gainesville, Florida. We are the #1 Class B RV dealership in the state of Florida. We're #3 in the whole United States of America. Every time I say that, it is not real, it seems like, but I promise you the stats are real. We sell more vans than anybody else. And it's not just the stats. I truly feel like we offer the best product, the best customer service, and the whole package if you're looking to buy a Class B RV. But that's not what this video is about. This video is about the brand new, just came out, just got it yesterday actually, the very first 2026 Winnebago EKKO 23B. So 2026 just came out. It's on the brand new 2025 Mercedes Sprinter chassis, all-wheel drive. This bad boy has it all, fully loaded with every option from Mercedes, every option from Winnebago, and it looks stinking cool. Like, it is very, very cool, rugged, off-road, lots of space, but still the size of a Class B RV. So Class Bs are traditionally between 19 and 24 foot. This EKKO is about 24 foot long. Even though they call it a 23B, it really is a 24 foot long B plus RV. They make two EKKOs. They make a Ford Transit all-wheel drive and the Mercedes Sprinter all-wheel drive. One is 22 foot, one's 23 or 24, whatever. It's a little confusing. But the Ford and the Mercedes are both all-wheel drive. The Mercedes is about 1.5 feet longer, so you do get more storage, more room inside, more room outside. And in this video, I'm going to show you what you get different between the Ford and the Mercedes and show you why, if you're looking for something that's a little bigger than a van, a little bigger than a traditional Class B, that why the Winnebago EKKO, or as they say it on the internet, the Sprecko should be at the top of your list to check out. So let's dive right into it. We're gonna go through everything on the inside, the outside, the top, the bottom, front to back. I may even climb on the top of this thing and show you how strong it is. So starting off, this is the Mercedes-Benz chassis. It has the HID high performance headlights. It has all of the fog lights. It has all of the Mercedes safety features, because this is the brand new 25 chassis. So brand new 25 Mercedes chassis, brand new 26 EKKO, Winnebago EKKO. This is the first one. They called me and told me, Nick, we have the very first EKKO that is coming off and we want you to have it and you to do a video on it. I'm like, what kind of honor is that? I mean, Winnebago is a big company and we get the very first one, so I was pretty happy about that. I love how they give you the black method wheels. They do the off-road, like all-terrain, extreme type tires. Being that's an all-wheel drive, you do get more clearance here, so you have more space. So that way when you are a little off-road, there's a little more room for it to bounce a little bit. Also, you're not gonna be running over branches or bumps, or if you go through piles of sand. Everybody off-roads a little differently, and some people never off-road at all. They just wanna be on the interstate all the time. They want to have a little more clearance. I love having more clearance. More clearance is always good. And then having the all-wheel drive is great as well. So they give you the factory Mercedes suspension. This can be upgraded. We have upgraded these to all different types of suspension, from agile off-road to all different types of suspension you can go on this. But they give you a stock, like a blank canvas. That way you can decide how you want to do it. So we have the nice big Winnebago running board. They do give you these little hooks right here, so that way you can hook your dog leash up to it. So that way when you're camping under your awning, you're hanging out, you have your dog leash here that you can hook everything up to. One of the big differences they did in the 25 chassis versus 24 was they moved the sensor, the radar there. So the radar is now at the bottom of the windshield instead of being on top. They felt that they could see more and that it would be a more improved ride. So I love how Mercedes is always improving and making their chassis better. A couple of years ago, they went from the 6-cylinder engine to a 4-cylinder engine, which gives you more horsepower, more torque, better miles per gallon. They also went from 4x4 to all-wheel drive, which is better as well, because it's always in it. Anytime you need it, tires start spinning, the other tires kind of kick in and help you out of your mess. You don't have to press a button. You don't have to go out there and engage any hubs like the old-fashioned 4x4s. It's all electronic, it's all automatic which that's basically what everything is going to these days anyways. So your Winnebago running boards. Okay, so what's very cool about this is I think Winnebago does a great job of making this customizable for you. Like I mentioned, the suspension. Also, they give you one lithium battery. So they give you a 320 amp hour Lithionics battery. But guess what they give you right next to it? They give you enough room to put another one there. So if you did want one, you can have one. If you want two, we could just slide another Lithionics battery in there. But what's really neat is you also have a propane generator. So you have a generator and 320 amp hours of lithium that can go up to 640 amp hours. You have a generator and 640 amp hours. You have a ton of solar on the roof. You also have a 2,000 watt inverter. So everything can be working together to where your lithium batteries can power everything in the coach, and your generator can charge your lithium batteries. Your generator can also power everything in the coach. So I love how Winnebago gives you the option of one or two, or none. Well, no, because one comes standard, so you got to have the one. But this is all stuff that we will teach you at Sunshine State RVs. We upgrade almost every RV we sell. We're doing some type of upgrade to it. If it's not lithium, it's wheels or suspension or fuel tank or extra solar, extra batteries. Something, owl boxes on the back, Rover van, roof racks. There's always something extra that we are doing to every RV to upgrade. That is something cool that we offer, is that we are available to upgrade anything you can dream or imagine on this RV. We can do it for you. So something else that when you're camping and you're wanting to be a little more off the grid, off-road, cassette toilet is better, because you can take this and you can dump it anywhere. You're not limited to having a black water tank. So you would unhook it, you'd pull it wherever you go. Once you get to where you want to be, you would obviously open it up just like this. There we go, like that. You would unscrew the top, and then from there you can dump it out. I wouldn't just dump it on the ground, even though deers and bears dump their stuff on the ground. They don't recommend that we dump our stuff on the ground. You know, I don't understand it, but I get it. I don't want to walk up on a pile of human feces either. But there are bags you can put it in that make it disappear and turn to powder. You can put it in toilets at gas stations. You can put it in dump stations, dump tanks. There's a lot of options. I think there's an app out there that tells you where you can dump things. And what's cool is the toilet in there, it just goes straight into here, and then you figure out what to do with your waste. So pretty neat there. So you have, there is, you know, something different about these 24-foot RVs, these B pluses. They do have a little more space. So that extra space allots for extra storage. So you have extra, you have your lithium here, you got your generator here, you got some plumbing stuff there. And then as we're coming back here, this is really where the extra storage is going to come in, which is great, because here is all of your water, and then you have storage. So having a 24-foot van, because like a traditional Sprinter van's 22 to 24 foot long, you don't have all this outside stuff. But being that this is a B plus, you have all of this extra outside storage and all that. And this is also, you may look at this and say, man, Nick, this is very daunting. Like, there's a lot of buttons and a lot of knobs and a lot of things that I know nothing about. I don't understand how to use it. And then wait till they give you this. Let's see how to open this. This big old power cord here. You're like, what in the world do I do with that thing? You know, it looks like you can electrocute yourself. This is all stuff that we will teach you how to use at Sunshine State RVs. So we will fly you here from anywhere in the country. Once you're here, we pick you up at the airport, bring you to the dealership, and then we teach you how to use all of this. Corey is a very patient young man, and he will go through everything with you on this RV to teach you how to use it. Then for your first 2 nights, we put you up at a campground, so that way you can camp here locally and go through everything for your first 2 nights. Once you've done that, you can come back to the dealership if you have any questions, any issues, you need anything at all. We will take care of it immediately. And so my goal when you leave here is 2 things. One is that you leave here knowing how to work everything and how to use everything in your RV. The second goal is that you know that everything works. Because sometimes you get in kind of your first trip and you realize things are broken. And so we want you to realize that in Gainesville, so that way we can help you. Now, some people are telling me that, Nick, it's just not possible for me to get to Gainesville. I am too busy, I live too far away, but I wanna buy from Sunshine State RVs. That's great to hear, and I'm honored and privileged that you would say that. We will ship this for free anywhere in the country to your house. Then we'll give you a virtual walkthrough. We'll give you tech support over the phone, anywhere you're at, anytime you need it. We will give you tech support over the phone to help you use your new RV. So we are committed to you, not just when you buy it, but for the entire life that you own the RV. So I'm talking about storage. Check this out. So on these doors here, they give you these MOLLE panels. I've seen people put a MOLLE panel on this whole back wall here to where you can put this same panel here and you can store all kinds of things. I also love that they give you 3 ways to access this back storage. So they give you 3 different ways that you can get in it, and it's big enough that somebody my size can actually climb into this storage. This is a really big storage compartment. I don't know how I'm gonna get out though, but it's very good size. You can sit in here. I don't know if I'd recommend people sitting in here, but this is pretty neat, right? Like lots of room. My kids would probably set up some type of sleeping bag in here and they'd all be fighting over who gets to sleep in here. I love the space. I love that they give you can put fishing poles in here. You can put skis, you can put surfboards, boogie boards, all kinds of cool things. It's probably not the most comfortable thing in the world. How's that? There we go. Still a little flexible. But I love the space. I love how they give you 3 different ways you can get in, 3 different ways to get out, depending on the size of what you're storing and what you're doing. This is just a great garage storage area. There's also this batwing awning, and this is an option. Some people get it and they're just like, I don't know if I'd ever use it, but it's there, so it's not bad. So you unzip it and then it kind of opens all the way up and around here, and then it hooks to something in the back here, so that way all of this area is under an awning. So if you did want to come back here and I don't know what you would do. People get very creative. I love to hear how people use the batwing awning, but you have another awning. So you have an awning on the passenger side. Now this is an awning on the driver's side. So that way you can be hanging out back here. So I love the different options. You have a tow hitch here. So the tow hitch, you can tow up to 5,000 pounds. So on the ladder here, you can climb up, and there's a lot of space on this roof that you can set up chairs up here. You can hang out. Where you at? There you are. I lost you for a second. You can set chairs up here. You can walk around. You can store things up here. There's 3 large solar panels. There's a roof vent, and your air conditioner is up here as well. But I love the space up here. So there's room right here, right there. There's also room right here that you can set up a chair here. There's also room right there. You can set up stuff here. So there's different room. You can add more solar if you like. You can add chairs. You can put a little lounge. You can get as creative as you want. I've seen people remove some of these solar panels and set like a patio deck up here, so they can stand on the roof and they can watch NASCAR races. They can sleep up here and gaze at the stars. So lots of cool, hopefully I don't fall, lots of cool things that can be done, but there is a lot of room to walk around, to clean your roof, check out your solar panels, all of that up here. So I really like how Winnebago gave you enough solar to charge your batteries. They gave you enough room to do what you want. So this is the tricky part. They always say going up's not hard. It's always coming down. That's hard. So there we go. Not bad at all. As we're still walking here, we have the awning with the LED lights here. You do have your Truma hot water heater. So this is something else that's pretty unique. Most vans will have the propane built in. They give you portable propane jugs that you can take with you. So if you feel like you need more, you can buy 2 more and you can store them in your little thing here. If you go to a gas station, you don't have to go to a place that sells propane. You just take one of these to a gas station, swap it out for 25 bucks, put it in there, and then now you have a brand new jug of propane. So it just makes it to where you're less dependent on finding very specific RV places. This is unlocked and outside storage. Like I said, traditional vans do not have a lot of storage, but I love how this B Plus gives you some extra storage here, and there's another one there. So you have two storage things. You can actually access the inverters there. This comes with a 2,000 watt inverter. We've upgraded this inverter to a 3,000 watt inverter for people. Very easy access there and from inside. But I just love the storage here, storage in the back, the awning side. I mean, there's so much to love about the outside of this EKKO, this brand new 2026 EKKO. But when you get inside, you're gonna see how much space there is, how comfortable it is, and everything that Winnebago has done to make this one of the most unique B Plus RVs on the market today. So follow me inside. So for the last 3 years in a row, we have won the Flying W Award at Sunshine State RVs. And what that means is our service, our sales, all of our reviews, everything we do with the Winnebago is in the top like 5 or 10% of all their dealerships across the nation. So I'm really proud to have won that award. Our team works really hard. Our service team, our sales team, everybody on our team works really hard every year to win that award. And when we do, we throw a big party at the dealership every year. So that's something that's very unique that Winnebago does that no other RV manufacturer does in the whole country. And when Winnebago makes a new RV or they upgrade something or they do something, I gotta tell you, it's very unique. Very unique. There's not another van or B Plus RV on the market like this EKKO Sprinter EKKO. So it starts outside, which I just showed you everything, and then once we come inside, you'll see how much space is in here, right? So I'm 6 foot tall, so we're over 7 foot tall inside. You have a lot of space to walk. You have a big fridge. You have these two seats here. They do make into a bed, so that way you can sleep one person up here, you can sleep two people back there. Winnebago does make this into a pop top as well if you wanted. There's a hole here, and then there's a pop top to where two more, so you could really sleep 5 people in this EKKO. This one is not the pop top. This is made for 2, but I love how big this chair is here. So, you know, I'm a big dude, and there's lots of space. There's a seatbelt here. I also love this little dinette here on how big it is to where you can set this up just like this. How do I do this? And there we go. And now you can sit here. You have awning style windows. You have your L track here so you can hook things to it. You have plugs if you did want to mount a TV there. There's plugs, USB, USB-C. If you did need some privacy here. Oh, there we go. Whew, that was tough. You do have a window shade there. You have a screen here to keep the bugs out, and I love the awning style windows. I absolutely love how they give you awning style windows. Every window in this RV is an awning style window like this, dual pane acrylic windows. So this is a very unique area up front. There's also a space for a second table here. So you can have another table here. So you have this table here, and you got the 2 seats. So you can have 4 people, maybe even 5. I mean, I got 4 kids, right? So now they're 20, 19, 16, and 14. But at one point, imagine this, they're 2, 4, 6, and 8. Imagine that life. 2, 4, 6, and 8. That was intense, very intense. But what would have been cool is I can fit 2 of them there, 2 of them here, and me and my wife could be here, which is pretty cool. But probably would have been me and one of my kids here, my wife and one of my kids there, and then in these seats here, this is where, you know, my oldest son would have sat, because, you know, he feels like he runs the house, so he would have wanted to sit here. So I just like how much space there is up here. There is an extra bed, like I talked about, the pop top, and you have all the cool Mercedes functions as well. So you have the big nav screen, you have the digital rearview mirror, you have the new radar that I talked about earlier, and Mercedes just redesigned their steering wheel. They also gave you a heated steering wheel, which is cool. There's also all these different camera views, a 360 camera, a bird's eye view camera, all different types of camera views as well on the 4-cylinder all-wheel drive Mercedes engine. So Mercedes gives you a lot: push button start, heated seats, power seats, all that. Right now, both these seats are swiveled around. So it kind of gives you the difference between a bedroom in the back and like a little living family room here, to where you can leave that made up like a bed all the time, and then here you can actually just sit and hang out. As we do kind of roll through the inside here, they give you lots of storage compartments, ducted air conditioner, more storage here, You got more storage in here as well. A 32-inch, maybe 24-inch, I don't know. Smart TV with a sound bar, more storage in there. Obviously, you can upgrade any of this, change it to whatever it is you like. I do love the big refrigerator. So you have a big one-door fridge that gives you a freezer, little ice box, and then lots of drawers for your fresh produce, deli meat, and all kinds of food. You get little things here. So this is like a real fridge. Like, this isn't some little dainty RV fridge. This is like a real deal fridge there. So up here you have storage with plugs in there. There is a port for Starlink on the roof. Almost every one of these we sell, we are installing Starlink on. And then you have your solar panels, you have your power gauge, and then, like I talked about, your 2000 watt inverter. You have your inverter settings as well. So everything's here. You get your fresh water, gray water, your power, how much power you're using. You can start your generator here. All of that is done right here as well, which is really neat. I always say Winnebago being unique, they put these little W's everywhere you are, so that way you don't forget that you're in a Winnebago, which is cool. All right, the bathroom in this EKKO is very unique. So this is a very unique bathroom. So you walk in to use the bathroom and you have a sink, you have a toilet, you have a bamboo floor here. You have another one of these little W's that I just talked about to hang a towel from. It says Winnebago right there. So now you're brushing your teeth, you're washing your hands, you're going to the bathroom, you're doing everything you need to do. Then when you're ready to take a shower, you step out and you just spin, look at that, spin this over there, and it's supposed to stay. Let's see, how do I make it stay? There you go. Then you walk in here, and now I'm in the shower. So the shower covers this wall, this part of it right here covers the toilet and the sink, and it gives you a full shower with a shower curtain, a separate light here. There's the AC duct still is blowing in the shower just like it blows in the bathroom, and then you have the shower head, so you can shower, you can turn around here just like this, and you have lots of space, lots of room to move in here. But I just love how versatile it is. And then when you're done, you open it back up, and now you have your toilet again. So very cool how it kind of gives you the toilet room, and then you just move a wall over and it gives you a shower and plenty of space in both. Not a lot of bathrooms can do that, especially in a 24-foot. I mean, think about it. My wife's SUV is like 18 or 18 foot long. This RV you can live in is 24 foot long. So it's not that much bigger than a traditional SUV. So you do have a convection microwave, some more storage. These shelves are very flexible. You go up and down with them. And then lots of drawers. Oh, induction. I almost forgot. You can cook with your induction stove right here if you like. So here's a sink, but they give you a cover on it so that way you can use this as countertop. Or if you wanted, you can pull this up top and put it on the counter, or you can just bring it outside and cook on a table if you want. That's what's beautiful about a portable induction stove. I love cooking in the RVs, or I'd say this, let me correct that. I love cooking while I'm RVing, not necessarily in the RV. So I like that they make it flexible to where I can grab it, take it outside on one of the little folding tables or on a picnic table, and I can plug it in, or I would probably use a grill, but I would do the cooking outside the RV and then come in here and eat at the table, just because, you know, when you cook, it omits smells and smoke and all that. So anyways, I would probably cook outside if it was me, but everybody cooks and everybody RVs totally differently. I love this color, by the way. This like greenish color with the light. This floor is like a marine grade tweed floor. That's very, very durable, indestructible. All right, so now we're in the bedroom, and the bedroom does have a divider. So what you would do is, there you go. Now you have a bedroom divider, which is pretty neat, because a lot of times your bedroom and living room and everything's all the same, but in here they do give you a separate bedroom. What is unique about this? So you have twin beds. You have one there, one there. I am 6 foot tall, and I can fit on this twin bed very well. I think it's almost 7 foot tall, a twin bed. You have a big window here, an awning style window like I mentioned earlier. You have curtains here for privacy, and this is to keep the bugs out. You would definitely need that here in Florida. I also like how they give you ducted air conditioner on both sides. My wife would probably close hers and I would leave mine open. She sleeps in like full socks and long pajamas and AC off and under the covers, and I'm like, you know, turn the AC on like a polar bear. I need it colder in there. And then they give you area for a CPAP machine with a plug, USB ports and USB ports to charge. You have storage here, you have storage there, you got reading lights on both sides. You have 2 drawers, so this would be her drawer, and then this would probably also be her drawer. So there's two drawers there, and then they give you some cabinets. You want to talk about storage, so there's storage all in there, and then lots of storage all in there as well. This is the table that can go up front there for a double table experience. So it already comes with the one table, you do have a second table. Something else that's pretty unique about Winnebago, not a lot of companies give you this, but this kind of takes the mattress up off the board and it makes it more comfortable and it helps it breathe. Something else that's pretty cool is you can access from underneath there. This kind of gives you, if you lift this up like this, you can lift this up and you do have more storage in here, easier to access it, and you can, you know, obviously just move that out of the way. But I love how they give you access to everything underneath here, just like this. So this is that drawer there that you can open and close, and this is where you do a water heater bypass or, you know, your valve things. And we would teach you how to use all of this, obviously, when you're here for your walkthrough. So the Winnebago is unique. The things that Sunshine State RVs does is very unique as well when it comes to free delivery, teaching you how to use it, putting you up at a campground, charging no dealer fees, or we fly you here, pick you up at the airport, teach you how to use everything. So lots of different options. We really, I mean, we take anything on trade, so we really try to work with everyone the best we can with any, I mean, we get as creative as possible. So, you know, this is a very cool RV. If you're looking for a 24-foot all-wheel drive B+, I think this Winnebago Sprecko, brand new 2026, should definitely be on your list to check out, along with some other good ones out there. But I think this Sprecko is definitely at the top of most people's list. So thank you very much for watching. SunshineStateRVs.com, and check out the other videos.